Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. Billy Joe Saunders recently came out and made an interesting statement. He said Daniel Jacobs must knock out Canelo Alvarez. He'll never get a decision in Vegas. This is a direct quote from Billy Joe Saunders. I'm happy for Jacobs because he's been through a lot in his life personally. He's getting a big payday and maybe he can beat Canelo, but he's never going to get a decision. He's never going to get a decision unless you knock him out and he's on the floor for a minute or two. Canelo was the only man they tried to rob Floyd Mayweather for. It was a majority decision, Saunders stated. I feel really sorry for him because he's really got the tools to beat Canelo, but will he? I doubt it because of the politics in boxing. Sometimes that stops fights from happening. I wish him all the best and hope he does the job. Now, at the end of the day, this is going to be a fantastic fight. It's a 50-50 fight, and if Daniel Jacobs wins or loses, it's really up to him to come with his best game plan. And if he wants to beat Canelo in a decision, he has to understand and make a firm decision in his mind that if he's going to beat Canelo, every round must be decisive. Every round must be clear, because that's the problem with why Triple G lost, is because Triple G was not winning rounds decisively and clear. Triple G was taking too much punishment. You could see it on his face. Triple G was backing up and he couldn't stand the body shots. So if we're being honest and unbiased when we break down the fights, Triple G gave up a lot of rounds and made things much easier for the judges to score, because at the same time, they were able to give rounds to Canelo because Canelo was doing more damage, because Canelo was showcasing great defensive skills, and because Canelo was marching forward and Triple G was backing up. Because at the end of the fight, Canelo Alvarez's face looked the same, while Triple G's face was all beat up, looked like he's been in a car accident. At the end of the day, Daniel Jacobs must use his height, reach, and boxing abilities to overcome all of the obstacles that Saul Canelo Alvarez is going to throw at him. Canelo Alvarez has already stated this is going to be a very hard fight. This is going to be one of his toughest fights and maybe his very toughest fight. And it doesn't matter who wins or loses this fight. At the end of the day, it's going to be a great fight, and I believe that a rematch would be even better, because these guys are at the pinnacle of boxing. They are the best in their division, and we just need to see how these two opposite skill sets match up. I favor Canelo to win this fight just based on the resume, the experience, but not by much, because I truly believe Daniel Jacobs can win this fight as well. I believe it's going to be a chess match from the opening bell, and I think it's going to go back and forth. And it's pretty much going to come down, in my opinion, to who can get their shots off the best. If Canelo Alvarez can work Daniel Jacobs' body, the fight's over. I just don't see anybody being able to stand up to those body shots consistently. But at the same time, on the reverse end, if Danny Jacobs could outbox Canelo on the outside and hit it with some clean flush shots, then maybe he hurts Canelo. Maybe he slows Canelo down. But here's the other problem with that. Canelo's an excellent counter puncher. Canelo Alvarez has great defense, and he does not get hit unnecessarily, and he's not prone or adapt to wasting punches. He takes his time in the ring and makes great decision. He has a very high ring IQ. So this is going to truly be a chess match. I believe it's going 12 rounds. That's my personal opinion. And I believe who wins the clearer fights, the clearer rounds, who stands out in those rounds, who looks defensively impressive, because we know that at times Daniel Jacobs can be a little bit sloppy. It almost seems that the media has their mind made up, and a lot of these boxers, that no matter what happens, if it goes to a decision, Canelo's going to win and Daniel Jacobs is going to be robbed. So basically, essentially what they're saying is they're giving an unfair bias against Canelo, basically saying that no matter how good he boxes, no matter how well he does, he can't win the fight legitimately. And this is what they're saying. They're not giving Canelo Alvarez an opportunity to outbox Daniel Jacobs or win the fight on points. They're not giving him that. They already showing a propensity to hate on Canelo Alvarez instead of opening up and giving everything a fair shake, unbiased and honest. And so at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. It's going to be a fantastic fight. I believe it's a 50-50 fight, a chess match against two warriors and two elite level fighters. But once again, it's the Ibfp. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.